internships are an opportunity for Perry students, for Perry High School and area businesses to come together. Here at the high school, every day, students participate in meaningful coursework that's related to our 4 pathways. They have the opportunity to take science, math, English, social studies, and elective courses. And the internship is a chance to apply what they're learning in a new way.
The benefits to having an intern in our organization, Lake Metro Parks, is it's fresh ideas, fresh faces, especially young high school students.
I did an internship at the farm parks as an event planner, so I got to help not make up the events, but help set it up and plan what was going to happen.
With Erica, it was very creative, which was what I was exactly looking for.
My internship was 3 weeks at a Girl Scout camp. It's called Camp Ledgewood, and you stay there 24/7, and you work with about up to 300 girls. So my group was like 23 girls, and you put them to bed, you did dinner with them, and a whole bunch of stuff. And so my internship was about arts and crafts. So when they had time, I would sit down and I would give them a craft and I would work with them and teach them things and step by step help them figure out what to do.
One of the best highlights from the time that we had Jennifer as an intern was the planning process and leading up to her time at camp. We had a pre-meeting kind of discussing what Jennifer wanted out of the experience and what were some concrete goals that we were able to reach. One of those goals was that Jennifer was going to lead 2 art lesson plans. Prior to the internship, she had thought that she wanted to be an art teacher. So kind of in the creation of those lesson plans, we were able to talk about kind of what some of the outcomes she wanted, what were the outcomes that I wanted.
An internship allows students to further reflect on their career goals, and then it allows them to engage in a meaningful experience in the workplace that's connected to what their future plans are.
The internship taught me that I do want to work with kids when I grow up. That is something that I love. And so being there showed me the different ways kids act and how I have to teach myself to prepare for that.
Some of the highlights I had with Erica, the intern I had this year, was her adaptability. Her 1 minute we'd be setting this gigantic kids ice cream factory, building it, and the next minute we're doing a television interview, and it literally happens just like that because the TV showed up and said, hey, we want to promote this. And so we quickly set things up. The creativeness of it and the freedom that I gave her after the trust, because I could trust her. And I learned very quickly I could trust her to create something. I gave her a small task with a minimal range, and then she took it and ran with it, and a lot of the stuff we actually used.
In the internship process, it's very important to recognize that your intern is not only going to work with the mentor, but also with everyone else, either in that company, organization. At camp, when we had our intern, it was very important that all of my staff realized that it was not about the end result. True, our intern was supposed to reach X amount of girls, and she was supposed to spend X amount of dollars on craft supplies, and she was supposed to teach X amount of crafts. However, that goal, that end result, was not as important as the journey getting there.
Interns need to learn. They need to learn. They need to gain some skills. The worst thing a group could do is look at it and say, oh, free labor. It's not free labor. These kids are here to learn. They're here to expand their knowledge of a possible career.
I was able to see something that I wouldn't have gotten to see in the classroom, and it gave me an idea of okay, maybe if I want to do it or not. I can now look okay, I enjoyed it, so now I can maybe think as that as an option.
Students who participate in the Learning Through Internships course are 11th and 12th graders. They have to go through a preparation period. So these students are prepared to enter the workforce. We make sure we have a focus on self and career exploration. We talk about the importance of soft skills, and the student needs to be well-versed in the company and have a background in terms of what the business functions are.
One of my first few days there, I just put maps together. I just kind of sat there and put maps together. And then as we went on, I got more involved in setting up the exhibit that they did and going through and making sure it was safe and doing all the like detail work.
You can see them grow. In the beginning, I gave Erica very small tasks and I wanted to see how she worked on them. And then it gradually went bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It's a trust that you have to learn with the intern to realize what their specialties are. So, and then you challenge them on top of that. You don't just give them the easy stuff. You say, okay, well here, you can do this, but I also want you to do something you've never done before and try this.
I looked for someone who could work collaboratively with adults, because what that meant for us is that intern would be able to already have a foot in the door, because really what she's looking for in the camp setting, in most internships, you will be working with adults. So you're looking for someone who already has that poise, who has some of that background, who isn't too afraid to ask an adult for help.
We expect our interns to make a contribution to the business that they're working with. We also expect them to make a connection. This connection that they make is connecting what they're doing in their internship with what they're learning in the classroom. And we believe that this connection can help motivate them as they achieve their goals for the 21st century.
I've had interns before in my old career, and I think interns are great. And they're great in the sense of they're always willing. They want to learn. They move forward, and it's great personally for me to see somebody start very raw, and by the time they leave, be knowledgeable of something and they've learned something. And for me personally, it's self-gratifying to see somebody blossom into possible, or on the other end, learn that maybe this isn't the career for them, and you've helped them along with that.
When I was first asked by Jennifer to be a mentor, I was a little hesitant. It's really hard to look at yourself as someone who has worthy ideas to share, as someone who is a worthy mentor. And so that was a really big hesitation, and that was a very hard thing for me to grasp. However, after speaking with Jennifer and after thinking about some of the mentors that I've had mentors in some of the weirdest places. I've had mentors probably who don't even know that they're my mentors, who don't even know that they are my support system. And for me, it was very important that even though I might have misgivings and I may not think I'm the best mentor, it was very important for me to give Jennifer that support system. If she asked, I was going to do everything in my power to make it happen.
I'm actually going back to the same camp this week for 3 weeks to do the same exact things.
Our internship experiences have been very positive thus far. We have had individualized experiences where students have been matched with situations here within the high school. Some of our situations have gone beyond our doors, where they've been connected with businesses and agencies outside of Perry. Students are coming back with enthusiasm for future classes here at the high school because they see the connection between what they're doing in their internship and then what they're having to learn here at school. And businesses are excited about the breath of fresh air and the energy that the students are bringing to their workplaces.
It was a great experience, and I hope that I get the opportunity to do it again.